What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy XII Randomizer. Guys, we're now on part number 30, and before we do anything, I need to talk about something really quick. So, you know how in yesterday's video I went over the rules, but well, I said the rules. Basically, I was telling everybody about the giveaways that are going to be happening on the 24/7 streams. It seems there was a little bit of misunderstanding, so I'm going to clear that up really quick, and then I'm also going to address a giant elephant in the room. So firstly, when I mentioned the giveaways, they are not specific to YouTube. Okay, they will happen on the YouTube 24/7 stream and on the 24/7 Twitch stream. Now, these streams are the exact same. Okay, so a winner will be picked from one or the other. There is no benefit to watching on YouTube, and there is no benefit to watching on Twitch. You can watch on the platform of your choice, okay, but only one winner will be picked. So this means there could be a winner on YouTube for 3 months in a row, and then maybe Twitch will win for 6 months in a row. It's entirely random. Whether you watch on YouTube or Twitch makes no difference, okay? And there will still only be one winner each giveaway across the sites, pretty much across the streams. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up, okay? Now, let's talk about the other elephant in the room, shall we? And let me just double check that the game audio is actually recording here. Yes, it is. But yeah, so let's talk about the other elephant in the room. The stream is down right now. I know. Look, 24/7 streams are new to me, okay? That is an entirely different ballpark, and we're having some teething issues with it currently. So I know this makes the third time that it's gone down in a week. The first time was a power cut. I had no control over that, okay? We had a power cut, we lost all power, and the stream died because of that. Now, the last 2 times was a hang. Now, if you don't know what a hang is, it's basically a system-wide complete freeze. And the only way to get anything back is to quite literally just turn the PC off, basically. That's literally all that you can do. Like, mouse doesn't work, keyboard doesn't work, nothing works pretty much in that situation. So yeah, those are the issues that we have had now twice in a row, which freaking sucks. So I'm currently trying to troubleshoot that pretty much. It's like we're trying to troubleshoot and find out exactly what is causing the issue. I've got memtest running right now to see if maybe it's a RAM issue. Then I'm gonna check for corruption, like Windows corruption, driver corruption, all that sort of stuff. If nothing comes back on that, then the next time we put it up, I'm gonna have it streaming just from the CPU rather than the GPU. Now, it will make things a little more awkward for me, that will, because obviously it'll be much more resource intensive, but we should be okay with it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna cross that bridge as we come to it. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a brief update on what is going on. Now, in terms of when the stream is gonna be back, hopefully it will be later tonight. So obviously, if you're watching this video the day it is released, the stream should be back later tonight. I mean, hell, when this video goes live, it might already be back, once memtest finishes, because memtest is the longest one. That's where all the time is gonna go, basically, in memtest. Once that is finished, wait, shouldn't this have took me to the fortress? Hang on, where are we? No, that should have took me to the fortress. Weird. Do I need more chops? I'm guessing I need more chops. God damn it. Right. Okay, that's fine. Oh, where were they all? Wait, do I even need more chops? I don't know if I do. Did I just choose the wrong option? I chose the wrong option actually, because I'm pretty sure we had a second option. Let's go try that. But yeah, with the stream and that, I'm hoping it'll be back later tonight. So we're just waiting on mem test finishing, and then hopefully, you know, we can find out what is causing the freezing. Hopefully. It just kind of sucks that last night, after I did the Wheel of Pain stream, I was not home when it actually crashed. Like, after the wheel, I went to my partner's house, stayed there the night, and then, yeah, it died early on this morning. It was about 2 a.m. I think it was that it died. Luckily enough, I was still awake, you know, so I was able to find out that it had died. But yeah, there was nothing really I could do there and then, because it was just too late. You know, it was way too late. I'd also had a couple of drinks, so I wasn't able to drive back to fix it. And of course, because it was a complete system-wide freeze, I couldn't even access the PC via TeamViewer. So, you know, it sucks, man, it sucks. But we are looking at some remedies for it anyway. We just have to sort of take the teething problems as they come, you know. Obviously, Rome wasn't built in a day. Oh, that was weird. My phone went off. But yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, so we are going to have some little issues at the start. Obviously, though, as we do this more and more, so as time goes on, the issues are going to get ironed out. You know, we are gonna have them fixed as time goes on, and then once they are fixed, it will basically be running 24/7. Hopefully, that's the goal anyway. But like everything in life, sometimes things do not work out the way we really want them to. Unfortunately, it's like I was kind of thinking it might be maybe like a driver error, but I don't know. We'll just have to see, you know, as time goes on. But hopefully the results of, you know, the troubleshooting today should let me pinpoint the problem, as it were. Anyway, enough about the stream for now. Let's talk about some 12. So we are now in Dracula's laboratory, which actually means we are kind of getting pretty far in, to be honest. It's like, what have we've got to do Dracula's lab right now, then we've got to do, you know, like Fon Coast, Cherubi Steep. I'm trying to think what else we have to do actually. Ridderonia Lighthouse. Got to do the Great Crystal, which is most definitely gonna suck. And you know, I can't really think of too many others, like off the top of my head. So yeah, it shouldn't actually be that long now, maybe. But yeah, so we're obviously gonna, you know, get 12 done. We're gonna finish 12 rando off. Then that's actually gonna be added into the 24/7 stream. And then after that, we are going to have a few other things. Like I briefly mentioned it yesterday, you know, with the challenges and the overpowered videos and whatnot. Obviously, this guy is 7. We're going to be making a bunch of guides for that in the lead up as well. But that'll be, you know, sort of around October time. Because I think that game releases October 3rd or October 6th. It's one of the two. I can't fully remember which it is, but yeah, it's one of the two. And then now I know a lot of people, well, I say a lot, I know a few people are asking for you know, FF5 platinum, FF6 platinum and stuff like that, but it's kind of puts us in a little bit of a weird spot, right? So if I was to do the platinum guides for 5 and 6, then that would pretty much eat up all my time, right? Because obviously, you know, I'm starting regular work soon, and that I start that on Tuesday coming. So that is, you know, going to eat up 48 hours a week of my time, because it'll be 4 on, 4 off, 48 hours over 4 days, pretty much. So I'll only really have, you know, like 4, well, kind of like 3.5 days, because obviously, you know, the first day off is essentially going to be when I finish a shift, you know what I mean? So at that point, I'm going to be very, very tired, and I'm going to want to go to sleep. So we're going to lose a lot of time there as well. But then with, you know, like with me wanting to do the overpowered videos and the challenges, that's going to be like full bore pretty much, because you've got to think about, you know, like if I was to essentially do like 12 hours a day on my days off, then that is still only 48 hours a week, right? So that's gonna slow us down on the actual challenges and overpowered videos, considering I want to get them out weekly ideally. Whereas if we were also doing, you know, like, let's just say it was even just one video a day for FF5 and FF6, right? One video a day, that would be 30-40 minutes long recording, and then we would need, you know, like 7 of them a week basically. So, well, technically 8 if we do it as 8, because obviously 4 days working, 4 days off. So if we do it as 8, then that's 4 hours recording time, and then there's also the rendering and the upload time as well to be factored into that. So that basically doubles up to 8 hours. So out of the 48 hours, that's 8 hours gone straight away. But then 40 hours isn't really a lot for challenges and overpowered videos, because you've got to think these videos take, I mean, sort of minimum like 70 to 80 hours. Obviously it depends on the game, depends on the run and stuff like that. So the time just adds up. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, you know, I know 8 hours a week, well, I say 8 hours, I know 8 hours out of 48 hours doesn't sound like a lot. I know that, and I fully get that. But again, it does add up, you know what I mean? It's like that 8 hours would essentially be 16 hours over 2 weeks. You know, it's like 30 hours a month, pretty much. Which, once you look at it that way, that 38 hours could be the difference between an extra challenge or not. So hopefully that sort of makes sense. Honestly, it probably doesn't make sense. I feel like I've explained that absolutely ridiculously horrible, but I'm hoping it makes sense. Now, that's not to say that, you know, we're never gonna do them. No, that's not what I'm saying, like, at all. We are absolutely still going to be doing the overpowered videos. Okay, the overpowered videos, we're still going to be doing FF5 and FF6. It's just they're not going to be right away, if that makes sense. So what I want to do is, obviously I already mentioned this yesterday, I want to have sort of nothing but challenges and overpowereds from sort of October through to the end of the year. That's the goal. Okay, once those challenges are done and they are recorded, obviously Patreon's going to get them a little bit earlier, but once I have enough that ensures YouTube will get them all normally, so to speak, then we're going to start FF5 and FF6. So long story short, FF5 will happen this year, like before Christmas. Okay, FF5 will definitely happen this year. But what about FF6? I don't know. I don't know at this point in time. You know, like you guys know where I'm like. I'm always very honest. I'm always very direct. I'm always very truthful. So when I say I don't know, I quite literally mean I don't know. You know? Because you gotta think. I could finish all the challenges and overpowered videos at the start of December. Yeah? And if I finish them at the start of December, then obviously that gives me, you know, a whole month for FF5 and FF6, that's plenty of time to record them, isn't it? But without that, then yeah, things get a little questionable. It's one of those things that we're gonna have to sort of wait and see, you know, sort of wait and see, and do it on a not a week by week process, because, you know, obviously it's going to take a bit longer than a week to really decide, but we're going to have to sort of decide a little bit later on how this goes. Hopefully that part made more sense anyway. Look, I'm really, whenever it comes to making guides and explanations for games, super easy, okay? But whenever it comes to trying to explain like how I'm going to have my absolutely ridiculous jank process actually carry out, that's where things get a little troublesome. You know what I mean? It's like we gotta wait on that front, unfortunately. Dude, is he gonna come out or what? There we go. Yeah, it's just gonna be one of those things. Give me a little bit of time to you know, suss out the whole logistic side of things, and then we can like, I'll be able to give you more details, if that makes sense. I'm sure, you know, a lot of you guys know, though, that obviously these things, so many variables come into play. It's like one of the biggest things I've learned over the years on YouTube is schedules only work to a degree. You know, like that's the easiest way of describing it. Schedules only work to a degree when it comes to YouTube videos, because there are just so many. Well, that's a lot of EXP actually. But yeah, there are just so many things that can go wrong whenever it comes to videos. I mean, just look at the 24/7 stream PC. You know, that is a prime example of how something that should have been flawless, you know, like that should have been flawless, but it's not. We have a ton of never-ending issues on there. So it's a prime example of how plans can really go awry. And the reason I say, by the way, the stream should have been flawless is it's my old freaking hardware. Like, it's not old new hardware or anything like that. It's literally my old PC, basically, the one from a couple of years ago. So I know all the hardware works, and it obviously works because it streams for like 30 to 40 hours, you know, well, a little bit more, because I think the longest one was like 48 hours. So I know the hardware works, because if it was a hardware problem, we'd have crashed out before that. You know, we'd have crashed out long before that. It would have crashed within 24 hours if it was a hardware issue. So the issue is most definitely software. But that's one of the things that I mean, where unexpected problems can randomly just pop up and occur, and there's no real way of getting around those issues. You know, it's just one of them. So that's why I try to have rough schedules for everything. Wow, that's a lot of rats, man. That's a lot of freaking rats. And we know how rats treat us in this randomizer, don't we? But yeah, so obviously, you know, I try to have rough schedules for YouTube, where I just have to tell you guys, you know, what's coming and all that sort of stuff, and then I try and give a rough time frame. But again, the time frame, it changes, you know, it changes. There's so many things that could go wrong and just sort of really mess with it. So I can't give an exact time frame on an update. But what I can do, you know, a really simple thing actually, is if you guys do get questions about when something is happening or when something is coming, leave a comment on a video. You know, like I'll reply to as many comments as I possibly can. It's like I always do. Obviously there are times where, you know, I'll go a little while without replying and stuff like that. That's just where I'm busy or I'm away from the computer. You know, like if I'm trying to finish up a project, then yeah, every now and again, maybe I'll go a few days without replying to comments, just because I'm trying to focus and get it done ASAP. You know what I mean? That's sort of the only time I don't really go through comments. But one of the good things actually is, obviously with me starting this new job, the job is pretty straightforward, to be honest. Like, the job is definitely pretty straightforward. So one of the things that might be able to happen, which actually I say might, but realistically it probably will happen, to be honest, is while I'm on shift, because I'm doing the graveyard shift, you know. So while I'm on shift, I could just reply on my phone. You know, I could just go through the comments on my phone. Now, this does mean, obviously, you know, with timing and stuff like that, obviously I will not be able to go overboard in the comment replies. You know, I won't be able to write, you know, super big oh, what's the word? I won't be able to write, you know, super big comments, you know what I mean, like big essays in the replies. My god. Oh, excuse me. Just because of, you know, obviously I would still technically be working another job, so it's a little bad essentially to really do that. Whereas, you know, every now and again it should be fine to, you know, just to have a few replies and whatnot. Well, a few short replies. So that should be fine. We shouldn't really have any sort of problem with that or anything. Yeah, I'll try and get through as many comments as I can, as work would allow me to, you know. Because obviously, if it's really busy, then maybe I won't be able to get through many comments. It's going to be one of those touch and go things. But either way, you guys know I love talking to you, so it's one of them. It's one of them, man. I feel like this is getting ranty now. I do feel like this is getting ranty now, to be honest. We need to mix it up a little bit, I think. Although then again, I suppose it kind of always happens, really, doesn't it? Like, I always get a little ranty when we're going over like stuff that's going to be happening and like upcoming stuff and ways we're going to do things. Like, we do kind of always get a little bit ranty, don't we? I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. It's kind of forced a habit, you know. Okay, well, we can't actually go that way. Shoot. But yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a force of habit, really, because I try and I think I overcomplicate explanations, you know, because obviously when I do guides and stuff like that, not always, but most of the time, typically I don't necessarily script them, you know, for like grinding guides and stuff like that. I don't necessarily script them, but I do jot down, you know, a few key points and whatnot, just to make sure I get as much information across as I can, and sort of to keep me on track so I don't actually rant my life away. Whereas with the updates, I don't, you know, I freeball it, you know, and obviously that does turn into a little bit of a rant, but it's part of Let's Plays, isn't it? Really, it's part of Let's Plays. Oh, but no, hopefully everything works out anyway. If not, I've got a very busy week or two ahead of me. Well, I say a week or two, it's like that's just considering the stream side of things, isn't it? It's like without like considering the stream, like if we actually do challenges and overpowered as well, yeah, I've got a busy couple of months, especially with the real job as well. But hey, sleepers for the week, right, guys? Sleepers for the week. Nah, I'll be fine. It's like that's the gamer in me, you know. We're all used to sleepless, well, not sleepless, but lack of sleep, isn't it? Especially, you know, with YouTube and that. I think the hardest point, though, for me personally, is probably going to be adjusting to a new schedule. Oh shit, we all died. Wow, that was interesting. Okay, let's just do one character at a time, because there should be a save point in the next zone. There should be a save point in the next zone. Or 70. Yeah, hopefully we can get to a save point. But yeah, so like I think the hardest part that I'm gonna have to adjust to is definitely going to be like having a set schedule again, you know, for like sleeping and waking up. Because obviously right now as a YouTuber, I don't have to have a schedule. You know what I mean? Like I sleep when I want, I work when I want. Well, that sounds kind of bad actually. What I essentially mean is I can do my work midday or midnight. You know, it doesn't really affect me in terms of what time I get up, what time I go sleep. You know, that doesn't really affect me right now. Whereas, obviously, pretty soon, that will affect me. So, that's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. Especially with it being shift work as well. You know, like, shifts will be constantly changing. So, like, 4 days I could be like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then, you know, 4 days later, well, I could have 4 days off, and then 4 days later I could be 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. You know, it could just be keep changing like that. At least it will be set in stone in that regard, where it will be either a 6 p.m. start or a 6 a.m. start. You know, like, it'll only ever be those two things. So it's not like, you know, I'm going to finish at 9 p.m. one night and then the next day I'm suddenly in at, you know, 8 a.m. You know, it's not going to be that disastrous, but it's still going to take some getting used to, I think. Because I've not done shift work in a very long time. It's like I don't think I've done shift work since I was like 21. Yeah, I think 21 was the last time I did shift work. So that was like 9 years ago. Nearly 10 years ago. Man, that's gonna take some adjustment for sure.
How can you persist in this folly?
Because he's crazy.
I'd fain see you try.
Consider your bones, old man. You're outmatched.
Pirate scum of the skies. What brings you here?
Treasure. What else would a pirate want? We'll take the dusk shard.
You've come all this way for that trinket. I thought you were above this. What's that? The Princess of Dalmasca come to visit.
I bet everyone's looking at him now thinking he's just completely crazy.
A test of sorts for our princess?
You're a babbling fool.
A trial for a Shelia Banargin Dalmasca!
You lust for the stone's power, do you not?
Lend him not your ears, milady. He means to use you.
He's going Super Saiyan. You know, I really don't think Sid is that great of a villain in 12, to be honest. I do like his weapons, though.
Like Bergen.
How could you do this? How could you fall this far?
Alright. Wait, we hit him once? Oh, it's the cutscenes, yeah. Oh, I didn't set the steel up, did I? Hang on, magics, techniques, steel. Okay, so we did steal then, I think. But I'm gonna steal again just in case. Oh, he stole a bone breaker. Okay. Wait, he's immune. That's no good. Black magic, scourge. Is that my best? Yeah, maybe Auriga actually. Let's try Auriga. No, immune. Scourge. Yeah, let's try Scourge. No, still immune. Let's try killing the roots with it. No, immune. What? I feel like I'm forgetting something important here. Yeah, let me turn Gambits off for a second. Yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something important. Let's try that. Why can I not remember how to deal damage to them? No, Balthier, stop attacking. I don't want you to attack. Arcane? Death? Darkra? Yeah, we can try that. I mean, we've definitely got to kill the bits, I think. Why can I not remember how to do this fight? Okay, so that one actually did damage to them. Yeah, so we've just got to use magic on the rooks. In that case, let me try Scourge on them. Yeah, so we're just going to use Scourge on the rooks. Oh, wait, Vaughn is a much better caster, actually, isn't he? Because he has free magic. Let's try Quake on them. Because that hits them all, although they are floating, so... I mean, it did a little, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's doing a little damage, so I think we're just going to keep spamming that, maybe. Actually, do I have... we could try Holy, actually. Maybe that'll do good damage to it. Alright, how much is that going to do? I don't even think that... Oh, 1,500. Yeah. Well, first things first, let's just revive... Balfir. And I suppose we'll also heal him. Yeah, I should really set Vaughn up as an actual magic user, I think. What other magic do I have? Gravity? Yeah, let's try Gravity. See if that does anything good. But they're probably going to be immune, aren't they? Yeah, they're immune. Green magic. Siphon. No. Arcane. Darkiger? Let's see what that does. Like, as long as it does... Oh, that's really good. That's too far. That's like 1,000 damage AoE. Yeah, we're gonna spam that. Then once we kill the bits, we can work on Sid himself, right? I have to admit, though, I do love the free MP costs. I love the free MP costs, man. It's great. How do we still have 3 bits alive, though? How much health do they have? Do I have Libra? No, I don't. Factor of time. Let's try that. It's probably not going to work, though. Or is it? No, it's not. Anything else? Telekinesis? No. It's just gonna have to be Darkiger, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna have to spam Darkiger. Just a shame I can't set up a Gambit right now. Alright, let's just spam. We'll get it, we'll get it. It's like, they can't have that much health, right? Oh, I think I'm out of range. Yeah, I'm out of range. Yeah, I kind of wish I could set a Gambit up so I could just spam Darkiger without actually having to do anything. The bits have to die eventually, though, right? I mean, I know Sid is healing them every now and again, but he's not healing them by too much. Like, I think I'm still out damaging the heal. I think. I hope. I really hope we're still out damaging them. Because he's only healing them by about 200, isn't he? So, we should be okay on that front. I just don't know how much health they actually have. Because this is taking a while now. I wonder if there's any way we can speed this up. Do I have any buffs? Not really, no. No, I don't have like Faithful or anything like that. Well, shoot, I tried. Right, so... Virus, maybe that would work. Let's see if I can inflict virus on them. No, I can't. Okay, well that was no good again. Yeah, let's just go back to spamming Darkiger. We'll kill him eventually, I hope. Just a oh, I can't. What? I'm an idiot. I'm a freaking idiot. Right, so change that to Darkiger. Where is it? Darkiger. Darkiger. There we go. Okay, so then we'll do the same for Balfir. Set him to a magic. He only has Dark Rare, though. Does he have any? I mean, he can use Scourge. Yeah, he can use Scourge. And then Balfir. He can use Darkiger. There we go. Right. Well, that just made life easy. I don't know why I never actually tried that, man. Literally don't know why I never tried that. There we go. Now they're dying. Now they're dying. There we go. See, we just needed to actually be smart. At least we killed one of them now. Like, one is dead, so the others shouldn't be that far off realistically. Although, then again, Balthier's MP is getting low. Bosch is still okay. Vaughn is obviously infinite MP. There we go. Right, so can I deal damage with attacks now? I can. Right, so let's go ahead and change everybody back to attack. I'm actually going to leave Vaughn as a magic user, though, I think. Just because it's free anyway, and it's AoE. So yeah, he can stay on magic right now. Yeah, now we're actually doing damage.
Pains me to inform you that your time here is over. The curtain falls.
My time ain't over, bro. My time ain't over. This is fine. He's not gonna do anything to me. I mean, he is dealing a bit of damage. It's the healing though. He's healing by like 4,000 a time. Obviously, I'm still out damaging his heal. But still, it's gonna slow us down a bit. As long as he doesn't have like benediction. That's all that matters, right? Imagine if he just like randomly full healed constantly. Because that is possible in this randomizer. Bosses can just fully heal, which is going to suck.
It pains me to inform you that your time here is over. The curtain falls.
Come on, dude. You've already tried that. It didn't do anything to me. Come on, nearly there. Nearly there. We are getting there, guys. We are getting there. He's nearly dead. Just a couple more hits. There we go. There we go. It's finally done. I think you just love magic.
Vana, you shouldn't have.
This creature. So this is your Vana.
A Shelia Benargan Dalmasca. Just how far will you go for power? Does your lust for Nethicite consume you? Am I right? I am, aren't I? A worthy daughter of the Dynast King. You would do well to go to Giruvegan. Who knows? You may receive a new stone for your trouble.
Your words mean nothing to me.
And yet we're gonna go there anyway.
The reins of history back in the hands of man. I too make for Giruvegan. Give chase if you dare it.
Can you believe that we actually just let him walk away like that? We totally could have stopped him from getting away.
Hate it when he does that.
Mayhaps you think me remiss, the Lady Ash of Dalmasca? The Sky Pirate Rethus, at your employ.
The Imperial Senate, powerless to resist House Solidor's brutal purge, was dissolved. Vayne Solidor reigned supreme over the Empire. Though this upheaval shook the Imperial Bastion to its foundation, these developments were, to say the least, welcomed by her military. The authoritarian rule of the judges, in tandem with the impending threat of Rosarian invasion, served to foster camaraderie among its ranks. For our part, the Resistance mustered strength in the border skies, making ready for the task ahead. A war to decide the doom of Evilis would soon be upon us.
You know, I have to admit, I do love scenes like this in games and movies. Just where you have like an armada moving out and that, you know what I mean? There's just something about it. It's like Stargate SG-1, you know, like the fight in Season 7, where Anubis' fleet is attacking Earth. And then you've got like the... Is it the Daedalus? I want to say it might be the Daedalus that flies on over the ancient outpost, just like protecting them. There's just something about scenes like that, man. You know, like where an army swoops in at the last minute. Same with FF9. You know, like where we're about to attack Memoria, and you have all the other characters flying in on airships to help out. Does anyone else love scenes like that?
But what of our bid for the stone?
With the stone or without, our resistance should prove an even match for the Imperial army. These weeks of training have honed our edge.
Yeah, weeks of training. That's all you need to fight a war, right, guys? What could possibly go wrong with, like, so much training? Oh, man.
They choose to supply the resistance, yet raise not a sword in aid. What city could do this?
A city of men without countries, pirates of the sea and of the sky. Few are they who would fain lay down their lives for a friend, let alone a king.
The Marquis. He is set on war?
The time approaches when he must make his position vis-a-vis the Empire clear. When he helped you off the Leviathan, he spited the judges full sore. He cannot sit in idleness and expect to avoid a reckoning. The Marquis shares my distaste for war. Yet, if it comes to it, he will show no quarter.
For the time being, we will continue to train the Resistance army. Enough power on our side, and even Vayne may see the appeal of the treaty table.
Yet Vayne holds the Nethicite. What makes you think he would treat when he holds such power? Power enough to sink the Leviathan.
All the more reason for me to support your infiltration of the capital. You said it yourself. The Nethicite is a powerful weapon. I would have you acquire it for me.
I have not said I would give you the Midlight Shard.
If there is no stone, I would have to look elsewhere for aid.
Then you would ally with Rosaria.
As I must. Failure's not an option.
So much politicalness in this game.
He lures the Rosarians and the Resistance to the field, then crushes both with the Nethicite.
I think not. Cid has a stone. We grab it and smash it to pieces with the Sword of Kings. Vayne will be left holding nary a thing. Time is short. We follow Cid. He's heading towards Giruvegan.
Giruvegan.
It is told of in a song of my people.
Oh, that means I actually need to teach someone Belias soon, don't I? So I'm actually going to have to summon that to progress.
The Holy Land sleeps. Giruvegan. Who knows the paths, the way to its doors?
Then you seek the Yogg Defour. Deep within the jungle of Golmore, there is a corner of the Feywood where a mist storm surges and seethes.
And that's it. Let's go.
Right.
I like how Vaughn has literally no input the entire cutscene.
Forget your precious Nethicite already?
Cid's words rang hollow to me. I will follow another course.
Ah, another lead then, is it? You're well informed.
I could well say the same to you, pirate.
Hurry it up. Or we'll leave without you.
You're not gonna leave without the actual main character. Come on.
Let's ask what they found.
Okay. Thanks for the help, Rex.
Oh, we're gonna get a bunch of new stores soon as well, aren't we? Bunch of new stores here in the port, and we're gonna have all the new treasures and mobs in the Cherubi. We could actually get some good new items around here now. Hopefully, anyway. That's the goal. We'll have to wait and see if we do, though. Oh, we're probably not gonna get anything new at this point. Like, I think now we've almost got everything, I feel.
I desire its power. I want, yet I also fear. I must protect Dalmasca. I can't afford to fear anything.
You're just a warmonger.
Do not forget Nabudis. That is my only counsel for you.
Like, as a ruler, Ash is definitely not level-headed enough, I don't think. I mean, I know she grows over the game and that, but realistically, she is not level-headed enough to be a ruler. She acts way too much on emotion. Like, now she's just purely driven for revenge, pretty much. So yeah, I don't think Ash would make a particularly good ruler, to be honest. It's like, I think I said that before, actually, like earlier on in the run. I don't know, I can't remember. It was like 30 parts ago, man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did say that about Ash. Like, I like her as a character. Don't get me wrong. I like Ash, but I also don't think she is a very good ruler. You know what I mean? Right, now time for the Feywood. I am not looking forward to that area. It's like, that is going to be remarkably lethal for sure. But everybody, I think we're going to be doing that in the next one. We're going to end this video right here. Still though, I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please be sure to smash that like button and drop a comment down below. As always, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.